Hey nerds, join us on Discord and hit that subscribe button.
Hello, I am Sika.
Thessaly, Olma,
Kevik,
Flynn.
and I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, the party had teleported into the military city of Tenderfell in order to get to the town of Sunploom, where you all had learned from Xavier that Olma had some sort of ties, familial ties to the town of Sunploom. After you teleported in, you immediately began to look around for some sort of transportation, some horses, only to find that all of the horses in the region were being used for the war effort. And your only option was an elk named Stacy, who you masterfully, through some cunning conversation by Thessaly, were able to acquire for the next few days, but not very cheaply, as you had to pay 500 gold for Stacy. You were able to acquire Stacy, a cart, and began your trek to Sunploom. You've made it about halfway so far on this main road, and every maybe hour or two, you see passing in the opposite direction a couple of Kaldurian soldiers, and at this point, you can tell it's sort of routine that they use these main roads as transportation. None of them have stopped you in any way, as you aren't carrying any cargo or anything like that. So it seems that you have pretty clear passage on this main road. However, a group of soldiers are just passing, and one of them has just stated that they are not staying in Tenderfell for too long, as they are shipping out in the morning with Captain Vossen. Thessaly, you are the only one on the cart that hears this, as everyone else is either preoccupied with their watch or taking a rest. So, Thessaly, what would you like to do upon hearing this?
They are passing our cart.
They are passing and almost directly next to you at this point.
I know it's nighttime.
Mhm.
Well, it's the long eve. And I want to try to discern the features of the person who specifically said the phrase that they will be leaving with Captain Vossen in the morning as much as possible.
Okay. Make a perception check for me, as they are riding in the opposite direction and it is very dark.
Ooh, new dice. Okay.
Let's go!
Hey,
Ooh.
Ooh?
you don't get put in jail.
You rolled an ooh?
Ooh.
I rolled an ooh.
Is that a natural ooh? Or?
That is a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
Okay, all right.
All right, so as they pass and you hear this, your attention spikes and you immediately lock onto the dwarven soldier who has said this. You can see that they are dwarven. They have sort of this, these shorter mutton chops, blonde hair. You can't quite tell too many of the facial features as it is dark. There's a lot of shadows going on, but you can tell that they are mostly in basically full plate armor, shoulders, chest. It appears that they don't have the leg armor on currently, but that might also just because they're riding a horse at the moment. But all of their metal armor is sort of layered in a layer of leather. This lighter brown leather, and then you can see etched into the leather in the front, almost layered up with a couple of thin layers of leather, is this raven, this sort of crow-looking emblem across the chest.
I'm going to take that all in, and then as quick as lightning, I'm reaching into my bag and grabbing my trusty sketchbook, and I am going to sketch the visage of this dwarf as perfectly as I can make it, and I'm going to lock it away in my memory bank and in my sketchbook.
Okay, as you are drawing this, you only get a couple of seconds to look as they are passing by. I'm going to have you make a sleight of hand check at advantage, because the memory is very fresh.
Advantage?
And I believe you get your proficiency bonus on top of that as well.
I do.
Yes, because you are drawing.
while she's rolling
And
this,
we add the two
while,
dice.
we add the 2 dice.
I've heard that's what we do.
while they roll, is this happening frantically?
Oh.
Very, I don't know if frantic is the word, but like staccato. And if you're looking at me closely, there is like a muscle jumping in my jaw because I'm clenching my teeth like really, really rigidly.
Ooh.
Okay.
The tension, yeah. Same ooh every time.
This one.
Just
actually
says
was.
ooh
This
on
it
every,
Yeah.
just says ooh on
every single
every
face
side of it.
says ooh.
Ooh,
Here's the same number. Here's the same number.
every number's an ooh.
21 on that one.
21, nice. You get a nearly perfect sketch for what you can see, and you feel, especially if you were to like look at a lineup of dwarves, you would easily be able to tell which one was the one that you drew.
Awesome.
Would I pick this up? Like we were just talking, the horses went by. Like would I pick up the
I'm gonna say, what is your passive perception?
17?
17. I think this makes sense. I'm gonna put your passive perception up against Thessaly's sleight of hand, which means that you would not necessarily be able to perceive that they were grabbing frantically and jotting this down.
Yeah. Okay.
You see that Thessaly has their notebook out.
Yeah.
But you don't get any sense that it is in reaction to anything.
Got it.
I'm curious if I would have just seen them sketching. Would I have noticed that? Would I notice the notebook out? Notice Thessaly kind of writing stuff down?
Yeah.
over?
At that, you would be. I mean,
I'm not,
Thessaly, I don't
trying
think
to-
you're trying to hide it
I'm not
necessarily.
trying to hide that I'm sketching. No. I mean, it's something I do like most nights before I go to sleep, so it wouldn't be an uncommon thing. It might seem sudden because we were just talking, but I'm not trying to hide it.
Okay, so if I see them sketching, I'll notice that and kind of pull my own sketchbook out and remembering that that's something that I have to practice. And I would like to attempt to draw some of the scenery using Thessaly's notes that she gave me and see if I can do something good.
Okay.
I'll try and draw Stacy.
You're going to try and draw Stacy?
Ooh.
Okay. I'm going to have you make a sleight of hand check.
Sure. I can't remember. Do I add something or no? What do I
And now that Thessaly has given you a couple of lessons, I'm going to allow you to add your proficiency bonus to any sleight of hand checks that have to do with sketching.
Amazing. All right. Okay. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. You get a pretty accurate sketch of Stacy. You feel like if you were to fight Stacy in combat, you would have a pretty good understanding of everything that Stacy can do.
I slowly
really
kind of
good.
scooch up next to Thessaly and show them my little.
Oh.
Do you think I'm getting better? What are you drawing?
Oh, and noticing that someone has noticed me, I will stow it away as fast as I can. I was struck with inspiration. It's so pretty on the long eve. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Flynn, you're really coming along.
Yeah, you think so?
It looks really great.
You know, I don't know if this is why you do it, but you know, now that I'm realizing after I've practiced a few times, it kind of helps keep my mind off things.
I find it cathartic is the word I would use.
What's that?
Absolutely.
What does that mean?
It sort of provides an emotional release.
Yep.
If I feel worried or I feel anxious.
Uh-huh.
Or
Yeah.
or I'm missing someone. I like to try to remember faces. Maybe you could try to draw a person next.
Okay.
Maybe Kaylin.
Maybe you?
I don't think you want to draw me, Flynn.
And I'll look around the
You see me all
cart.
the time.
Is anyone sleeping or resting?
Me and Olma are.
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Then I will.
'Cause there's There's a watch happening. Who's on
Oh, yeah,
watch?
that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's me and Seeker and Flynn now.
So Flynn, are you
Yeah.
getting sleep? I guess not.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah, Flynn's not sleeping now.
Anyway, I'll go back to sleep now. Yeah. Then I will kind of put my bag away and just go back to sleep. I guess.
Well, good night.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get some rest. I mean, let me know if you need anything.
Sure, but I really think you're ready to do a portrait next time.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be the next thing I do.
My
Find the right person to draw.
my eyebrow was just raised at that whole interaction.
You look funny. What's the look for, Seeker?
No reason, just it was funny.
What was funny? I've been teaching Flynn how to draw or sketch or, skills.
That is nice.
I think so.
You are good at drawing. That's nice of you.
Thank you. I have a few of you in here. Do you want to see? No? Maybe.
Okay, yes.
Or I can leave it out, and then when I go to sleep, you can look at it maybe in the morning, or if you feel embarrassed, or like you don't want to make me feel embarrassed. But I know I'm good at what I do, so.
You are, so I'll take a look, yes.
All right. And I will pass Seeker my sketchbook.
I will flip through it and look at photos of myself.
There's a couple different portraits. You can tell some are older, like from when we first met. And you have different like hairstyles, some with the beard, some without. And then there are a couple, like I have one in there of when you were pretending to be the woman, that person that we captured Code Envo with out of the office, out of the main in Saddlemount. That's there.
Just looking through. These are good.
You have a lot of different disguises.
Yeah, true. These are really good.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I like that disguise. I kind of like the beard.
I'd love to have some of these painted again instead of just, using my ink pens. Be nice.
You don't have any of your painting supplies anymore?
I can't really carry an easel with me, and feel like it would probably get in the way of, like, stabbing things, and this isn't really that kind of venture anymore. I don't really... My vocation sort of shifted. So.
Okay. Something to note, huh?
Sure, something to know.
Maybe you could keep one back at Hayfried's.
Oh, do you think Hayfried would let me keep an easel in the void?
He lets us keep all kinds of things.
I guess
an easel seems like it would be the easiest of all those things.
It's probably the least... Out of all of the things we have asked him to keep in the void, that is probably the least big ask. You're absolutely right.
Probably.
That's a lovely idea. That would make me very happy, I think. Thank you, Tarka.
You're welcome.
Never mind. I think it's our turn to get some sleep, right? And I kind of look over to Flynn. And I kind of look over to Kellic, and I look over to Olma, trying to remember who was taking next watch.
Who was this?
It was you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could use some sleep.
Who do you want to wake? I'll let you pick. Because I'm feeling nice.
I will...
Choose wisely.
I'll take Kalik.
All right. I
Smart.
will walk over to Olma.
I am
Choice.
seated with my medical bag on my lap, like folded in half over top.
I will...
I'm sprawled. As I can be.
I will wake Kalik by rustling your hair with my mage hand, my invisible mage hand. And like,
Not the time.
how long can I pull in front of your face and just like?
It's
help?
pretty short.
Yeah?
You maybe a little bit. It's been a
Maybe
minute
little
since
bit?
a haircut.
You know what? I'm just gonna get in there and just rustle.
No, not right now. I got things to do.
Maybe tap an ear.
That's a new one. That's the devil. I look around. Can I tell that Seeker is doing this? It's an invisible mage hand, right?
Yeah, it
You
is.
cannot tell.
Oh.
I can see who's awake though,
Yeah.
and I know Seeker. So I do slowly, after getting my bearings, my eyes land on him. Suppose it's me watch then.
Good morning.
Is it morning?
Who knows?
Hard to
For you
say.
it is.
Hi. Everything seem all right?
Not, there was nothing happened. Yeah, we are good.
Good. How are the roads?
Pretty nice. We just saw some soldiers, lots of soldiers, but they didn't mess with us.
Good.
Just some patrols. I don't think we're not carrying anything that appears to be cargo. We're just moving ourselves, so I don't think it should be an issue.
Good. All right.
And
Definitely want to keep a low profile.
I will walk over to Olma and I'll just give her like 3 taps in the center of her forehead.
My mouth is wide open.
Olma, I don't want to have to poke you. It's your turn. Fair is fair. Because I'm tired. And Seeker's tired. And Kelly's already awake.
I'm tired.
Hello.
Fine.
Thank you.
Alma, it's either this or you have to take your watch with Flynn.
Okay, I'm up.
All right. And I'll take a seat at the front, I suppose, to make sure Stacy is staying the course.
All right. Okay, as Seeker and Thessaly go to sleep, start to get your rest, Olma and Kellic, what would you guys like
I
to
sit
do?
next to Kellic, and I rest my head on his shoulder.
I know the feeling, Alma.
I hate second watch.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like when you watch in the middle, you don't get a full night's sleep on either end.
Well, I've heard that if you balance the timing of it just right, you can find the sweet spot, you know? Like,
No.
if you wake up just at the end of a certain number of movements of your eyes, then it can do it strategically. I don't know
What
that
do
I've
you
ever
mean
done it
movements
myself.
of your eyes?
Well, while you're sleeping, your
Oh,
eyes.
your eyes are closed while you're sleeping.
Yes, but they move underneath your eyelids.
No, they don't.
That they do.
No, they can't.
No,
They're
they
closed.
do. But, all right, let's try something. Close your eyes.
Okay.
All right, they closed.
Yeah,
Okay, now look up without opening your eyelids.
I can.
I think you can. Alma.
No.
I think you can.
But it's kind of like when you think about breathing and then you all of a sudden can't breathe at all. Like, I feel like I can't even. Oh no, now they're
Alma?
behind my head. Oh no.
Alma, breathe. Okay, open your eyes. Crying out loud, child. It's not dangerous enough out here. You can't trust yourself to breathe.
I can breathe. But it's like when you think about it, sometimes you're like, how deep do I normally breathe? And how long do I normally breathe? And do I usually breathe through my mouth or nose? And then you start to breathe too much, and then maybe you start to breathe too little. It gets really confusing.
Well, having some awareness of that is probably a good idea, Alma. I mean, isn't that kind of what you were doing with Xavier, with your meditation practices? A little bit of control of your breathing.
Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, you feeling all right about Sunploom?
Uh-huh. Why wouldn't I?
Well, we're on the cusp of something probably pretty stress-inducing. I don't know how else to phrase it. I'm worried for you. You've never known your family,
Mm-mm.
and now you might find it out. Does that scare you?
Well, I don't know. I hadn't really thought of it. I just thought we'd keep going forward and maybe we'd learn more, but that it wouldn't change anything.
Think it'll change some things, Alma.
Like what?
Well, you know how I am able to speak under common and those things, and talk to the drow people. I know a little bit about them.
Yeah, are you ever gonna stop looking like a drow?
Oh yes, I forgot. I've still got it on, don't I?
Uh-huh.
Well,
I mean, you can look however you want to look. That's totally fine, but it's just different.
yes, I suppose it is. I don't know, it just feels... Well, it's kind of a good example, I suppose. My mother left when I was very young. And... But I only really know what I know about her from stories my father told. So... It's hard. I wish... Well, I wish I could be close to her somehow. And yet when I'm presented with the drow, I get so angry. You know, I hate them. I don't know. It's just something. Knowing your family or not knowing your family, it changes how you see the world. That's all.
Well, I don't really know that anyone's still here, alive, so I don't know, I don't want to get my hopes up too high, you know? I gotta just think that everything's gonna stay the same, because then when it does, I won't be sad.
I don't know if you can prevent yourself from being sad, Olma.
Yeah, I can.
All right.
Just don't think about it. I don't know. You guys think about things so often. Just don't think about it.
Well, you're young yet. But you may find that it only gets you so far before the things that you're not thinking about are thinking about you.
The things that you're not thinking about are thinking about you. Like, actually thinking about me? Like there's things out there in the world that are thinking about me?
Yes.
Like real things? Or like thoughts things?
Well, I meant it sort of in a figurative sense, but yes, real things as well. Well, an example would be, you know, if you have, let's say you hated me, right? And you were
I
not...
never hate you.
Oh, that's very nice to hear, Olma.
Now, Seeker, on the other hand.
Aye. What a lout. Well, okay. Let's say you hate Seeker then. Little more realistic.
Don't hate
You know, I
Seeker.
know. I jest, Olma. Let's say you did, though. And let's say you didn't think about it for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe years.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just never engaged with it.
Mm-hmm.
That hate would build up inside you, and it would find a way out, whether or not you wanted it to. So that's more in the sense
Like
that
my magic?
Aye,
That'd
just
be
like your magic.
scary.
Yes, that's why I think it's... I know we have a lot of pressing matters at hand, but I think it's paramount that we look into the source of your magic. I think it is a thing we should not avoid thinking about.
Yeah, but Husk says it's like really, really hard to learn about it. Like
Really?
when you put it up against the whole like glass ball that he does.
The feather, you mean?
Yeah, the feather, his
Mhm.
glass ball of knowledge went like down
Uh-huh.
pretty low.
Huh. Like, compared to the Sacred Lolenther had, where
Yeah,
was
lower
it?
than that.
Lower than that.
Yeah, I think so. From what I remember.
Whew. Well, yes, so it's good that we're thinking about this. Might be good for you to think about. Well, you don't need to get your hopes up, Olma, but what are your hopes? What would you like to happen?
I don't know, that there was like a reason, I guess.
No reason.
That I'm not just here for like nothing. And that I wasn't like left at the monastery for nothing. But maybe I was, and I don't know if I want to learn that if that's the case.
Well, it seems that it's something. Why else would you have the necklace that protects you and all the rest?
I don't know.
I think it's something, Olma. I don't know that you'll be happy with what we find, but it's not because you're insignificant. Anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Olma.
About what?
Everything that's happened to you.
It's fine. I mean, everything's fine.
That's a good way to carry yourself. But it doesn't mean that you can't be aware that the life you've led has been hard.
Sure, but it's been hard for everyone. I mean, look at your arm. And Thessaly
This is nothing.
and Seeker and his family and...
Seeker's family?
Yeah.
What about him?
Well, he, left his family. It makes him really sad.
Really?
Huh?
Oh. I sort of look over to where Seeker's sleeping.
And all of Flynn's... everything.
Yeah. That is a question.
He doesn't seem like he had a really hard life before coming here, but, there's gotta be something wrong with you if you, want a demon to take over you. So, maybe it's worse than I thought?
Well, it begs the question, what was he not thinking about that led him here? You know?
Huh.
What was he avoiding that made that
You
the
think I'm
option
gonna
he
have a
chose?
demon in my head?
No, Olma, I'm using it as an example, though. I think that these things, when you don't face them, they come up in ways you might not expect. Ways that I certainly didn't expect.
I don't know. I think we're all pretty good, and I think we've all been through things, but we'd be in a lot better shape if we all felt appreciated.
Do you not feel appreciated?
No, I do. I think we all should. We all appreciate everybody, but some people don't feel appreciated. And maybe that's why they have demons in their head, not because they're not thinking about things.
No, what do you want me to do? Build them a statue?
No. I think he should feel appreciated just 'cause. He doesn't need, special treatment to feel appreciated. We all should feel appreciated because we all help each other.
Maybe it's not about feeling appreciated. I don't know. I can't speak to it. It's beyond me. I think you're right that there's something we don't know. Something that haunts him. It must be.
Yeah, I guess. Why are you still a drow?
Every time I think about taking it off, I just stop. I don't know.
Do you think there's something in it that's making you stop?
No. Seeker used his magic on it. I think it would have told him if it was cursed in some way. I think partially, if I'm honest, I was pretty uncomfortable to change. A little bit nervous about going through that again. I don't really want to.
But I'm here. You can hold my hand.
That's a kind offer. You think Stacey will be alright?
Yeah, why not?
Well, just, if I'm, for lack of a better word, transforming and you're holding me hand, then who's gonna watch the road? That's all.
Stacey will be fine. She's done this route a lot.
Stacey, you good up there?
She sort of does a little shiver.
Accepted. Do you think you could turn it for me? Just a little scared.
Yeah, I could turn it for you.
Right. Let me just sit. And I sort of sit back against the wall of the cart and put my hand on the wall of it to brace myself. And I squint and look away from it, and I hold out my arm to Olma, my left arm to Olma.
I grab the hand of his left arm, and I hold his hand, and then I use my left hand to switch the dial.
All right, and as you click the dial back into its neutral position, Kellic, you immediately feel an exchange of blood throughout this device, and you can feel sort of the veins in your arm pulse for a second. As your shoulders sort of bulk up once again, there is a little bit more muscle added to your arms and to your legs. You can feel your ears begin to shrink just a little bit as you have the points still, but they recede a little bit. Your cheekbones, you can feel almost warp underneath your skin as they return to your natural form.
I'm squeezing your hand.
Oh. Yeah. You know, I don't think that any of the fear I had about it was unjustified.
Welcome back, Kellic.
Do you think I look better or worse as the drow version of myself?
What do you mean?
Well, everybody was talking before about, well, when Seeker, made himself look like me, I thought it looked kind of bizarre. Do I look better now?
You look like you?
All right. I don't know why I'm talking to you about this, Olma. I'm sorry. Ever really thought about it before? About if I looked a certain way? I don't know. I just...
Why are you thinking about it now?
Well... I don't know. I'd like to be... I don't know.
You'd like to be what? You'd like to be what? You'd like to be what?
I don't. I'm fine. I don't need to be. Anyway, I'm glad to be like myself. I swallow really hard.
You want to be handsome?
No, not so far as... Well, not...
I'm just like opening... I'm just looking at you with wide eyes.
I don't know. Some people in life are quite striking, and it's nice to look at them, and I would like to be nice to look at for certain people.
You would like to be nice to look at for certain people?
Aye.
Well, I don't know what certain people think about how you look.
Yes, I know.
Because I don't know who you're
talk
talking
about this any longer.
You look nice.
I am fine. No, thank you. That's good.
I mean, I think Jimmy looks nicer, but you look nice.
Oh. You think?
And I think you look better than Hayfried and Xavier and better than Paston.
Uh-huh. Suppose we haven't met the most visually I don't know how to describe the kind of folks we've encountered.
Was kind of handsome, but he was really mean, so that made him look less handsome.
Yes. I think Codon Bo might be one of the better looking people we've encountered.
He's too mean.
He's horrible.
His
insides.
I can't even look at his face. It's just makes me so mad.
Yeah, he's scum. He's awful. So I guess that doesn't. Anyway. You think Timmy looks...
I don't know. I guess you should just ask the person and the people you want to be handsome for whether they think you're handsome. And then you can ask them if they prefer you drow, or if they prefer you half drow, or if they prefer you human, because you can be whichever one you want to be since you've got that blood thing. So, I guess you can change yourself for them if you want to.
Well, when you put it like that, I guess I'm fine being half drow. I don't know why I asked. Forget it.
Okay.
But, thank you.
I think you look nice. And I pat his hand.
and I just grimace with the amount of meaning that has. And I'll look around and see if there's any threats.
Just as a massive dragon lands beside I'm gonna have
existential threats.
Plenty of those.
I'm gonna have Kellic and Olma make a perception check for me.
Too busy looking at Kellic and thinking about whether he looks nice or not.
Priorities.
Mm-hmm. That's an 8 for Olma.
23, because I'm actively avoiding eye contact.
All right.
Eagle-eyed.
Olma, you're a little distracted. Kellic, you're looking around, and again, every hour, maybe hour and a half, there's either one Kaldurian soldier or a pair of them pass you by. None of them are even really giving you any attention.
Eye contact, I'll give him like a little nod. Just to...
They give you a nod back, but doesn't seem to be any threat there. But as you are sort of going along this road, you're just able to sort of get a better feel for the terrain that you guys are in. You see that there is a pretty densely wooded area sort of just off that's coming up on your left to the south. These are the Raging Woods. And you see up to the north, which is on your right, you can just start to see the coastline of the Carnarvon Sea. So you sort of get a better lay of the land, and you know that you're heading in the right direction, definitely. But as you're looking around, no threats or anything like that.
Gotcha.
This seems to be a pretty well-traveled road. So you don't get the sense that bandits would really come looking here with the amount of patrol that there is.
Especially, with all the military presence.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to do before your watch comes to an end?
I'll just put the device away, the blood device, into my bag.
Okay.
And I also, Alma, just make sure you give the scroll thing back to Seeker. I don't think we gave that back to him. His little magic message device.
This, and I pull it out of my backpack. Is it gold?
You pull it out of your bag, and just as you're pulling out, you see that it is gold, and it just fades to silver.
Shit.
Whoops.
Ah.
Maybe we just shouldn't tell him.
Right, I think
About that?
that's, we don't even, that might have just been
It was just a trick of the light.
the non-light from the long eve.
Yep. Trick of the long eve light.
Right, well, sometimes while your eyes are adjusting, you see some light.
Sometimes
Let's
there's
just say.
flickers of things.
I don't know,
and-
maybe it's, I don't even know, is that even how it works? I
I
forgot.
don't know. I
don't
remember how it works.
Probably not a concern.
They probably don't need anything important. I mean, they know he never checks it.
If I were one of his conspirators, I'd probably
Disciples?
write 100 times. I'd probably do it once a day. Because
Right,
what are
if
the
I
odds
really
you're going to be looking
needed-
at it at the
yeah.
time that you
I
need him?
mean, if I got ink from Seeker, I would know that he never checks it. So I would know that I
I'd
would
be
just
writing
have
back.
to. Maybe it was just like, hi, hope your day was nice. My day was great. Talk to you tomorrow. Maybe it's just something like that.
That seems likely to me. I mean, even if he knew, well, gosh, yes. We've got stuff to do anyway.
Oh, we're so busy. We couldn't do anything about this.
Do you want to wake up Flynn? And I think it's probably time we got back to sleep.
Yeah, I can wake up Flynn.
I don't really want to, if I'm honest.
You don't want to talk to Flynn right now?
No. Tessie thinks I should make some kind of peace with him. I don't know that that's...
You don't have to make peace with anyone you don't want to make peace with.
Yeah. I agree.
And I don't know, if I were you, I'd feel pretty betrayed.
Betrayed?
Yeah.
Don't think of it as betrayal.
I mean, I feel a little bit betrayed.
Huh.
We worked really hard to save him from this last time, and it's like he doesn't care. And I don't know, it's like he doesn't trust us.
It's complicated, I
Like,
suppose.
why does he feel like he has to do all this by himself? We're a team, and we were fine. We were gonna succeed, and he didn't have to do that.
Well, I've been thinking about it a lot. We might have died. That is a possibility for sure. I pretty much thought we would. But I do think that there's an element of it that is, well, it's complicated. he didn't think we would succeed. And he gave up.
Yeah.
I know, us and himself.
I don't like that.
And
I don't like that he gave up.
worse, I think it's... Well, I believe that the way the world works is... there's a balance to things. There's a reason for all things. Things don't happen by accident. People make decisions out of desperation. And the people that take power, well, there's always a recourse, especially when you're talking about divine power. Sometimes people compare what I do with the gods to what Flynn's done with the demons.
Hmm.
But I know the deal. I know the arrangement. And I can break it whenever I want. I don't think Flynn can cut those horns out of his head.
It just reminds me of Husk and his scale, you know? Like, Secrets of the Universe. But you might die. So,
Well,
what balance did Flynn give up?
and how does this play out, right? He saved us in the temporary so that we could stop quote-unquote from killing people. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
What if Flynn brings about the end of the world? That's a thing that's on the table here. Let's say we get to the next gate, right? Flynn turns into a demon, can't control himself, kills us all then.
Well,
Makes it worse somehow. I don't know. There's a million questions here.
there are a million questions. I mean, the last time that someone thing was inside of him, it was connected to the outcast. So is this one also connected to the outcast?
Hard to say. I don't know my demons from Seeker.
We're over here trying to stop the cult of the Red Wolf, and I feel like we're just letting him inside.
Well, my instinct is to say we'll just have to trust him, but I can't.
But he's gonna be awake all alone
Aye.
while we all sleep.
Yeah. I know. It's just where we are. It's the way of things. Would you have done it, Olma?
Done what?
If you saw me down and, was full of hulls from all of us crossbow bolts, and you thought maybe we were going to die, and a demon proposed to you that they could save us, would you take the deal?
I don't know. I want to say no, but I don't know.
Tessa, they asked me if I would do anything to save you all. And I said yes. And then they said, well, then you understand where Flynn's coming from. And it made me think, well, no, I guess not.
Well,
But then, I also thought I would do anything to save anyone. Not just me friends or me family. I've dedicated my life to trying to do just that, to help whoever I can at whatever cost to me. But if you don't know what you're exchanging, then it's a whole other story.
it's not just that. If I believed that Flynn did this just to save us, it'd be a different story. But he's always wanted power. At the risk of himself, at the risk of everyone. I watched him in the woods, trying over and over again until he was exhausted. He's always saying he doesn't have enough. Enough what? And I don't know how having a demon in your head means you're enough. Because it doesn't. It just means there's a demon that's enough and you're not. You're still lower. You're still less than. So I don't know how having a demon in your head can make you feel like you're enough.
Well, suppose there's a difference between being enough and feeling like you're enough. Speaking of being exhausted.
I'll wake Flynn up so that he can murder us all.
Alright. Sounds good. Good night, Elma.
Night.
Or morning, or whatever.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's always dark.
All right, Olma and Kellic fall back asleep to continue your rest. Flynn, you are now awake, alone on the cart with Stacy. What would you like to do?
As I kind of just go to sleep, I'll kind of, I guess, we'll just stand up or sit up, just kind of hang out, and kind of as I see Kellic kind of getting situated, just you look good.
I say nothing. Because
And I'll just kind of stare off, and I think for the first bit of it, I'll just kind of to keep my mind off things, I'll just pull my sketchbook out again, and I'll just start drawing. It's dark out. Can I see the woods? Can I see, how far can I see before my vision kind of goes into darkness?
You can just barely see sort of the silhouette, the outline of the woods up on the left. You can't even really pick out any distinct trees. And then you look out onto your right. You think you can see sort of where the land ends and maybe where the horizon is ocean. But again, it's tough. It's only basic shapes.
After, I don't know, like a moment or two, maybe up to like half an hour or so, I'm just like trying to draw stuff. But again, it's just silhouettes, like you're saying. So I kind of get frustrated and kind of like put my notes down, and my head feels weird because now it's off balance with the added things. And so I put my notebook down and I kind of like and I'll look around. Does it seem like everyone's sleeping?
Yeah, seems like everyone's asleep.
If everyone does seem to be sleeping, I'll just like kind of like move the hat a little bit, and I'll take it off and stretch and just kind of just hold it and just kind of like toss it to the side and just kind of stare up as if like maybe I could see them, but I can't see them. And I'll just kind of sigh and put my elbows on my knees and my hands to my forehead. And then I'll kind of just like rub my hands up and my head down, so my hands are grasping the horns. And I'm just, I start off grasping like soft, and I'll just kind of like really clench onto them. And after a moment or two, I'll just, and I want to try and pull them off.
Okay, I am going to have you make a contested roll against yourself. So that is going to be an athletics check against a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, athletics. Very, very bad. And Constitution. So I do a saving throw. Okay. Oh. Wow. I rolled the same thing, but I have a negative to athletics. So I rolled a 2 and a 9 for the Constitution.
Okay. So what that is going to mean is that you have the Constitution to continue pulling, though you do not have the strength to pull them off. So as you are attempting to pull and pull and pull,
Okay.
you're going to take.
Okay.
What is your strength modifier?
Oh, -1.
-1. You are going to take 2 points of. What kind of damage is this going to be, people? That's going to be
Like force
damage or slash
Like,
damage because he's like cutting.
Like
He's not
internal,
cutting,
like because I'm like
pulling.
stressing. Maybe it's like.
I'm just going to say 2 points of damage.
Sure, that's fair.
General.
As you can sort of feel it attempting, but as you pull more and more, it feels like these are a part of your skull. It doesn't feel like these are an addition.
Mhm.
It feels like if you were trying to pull off a finger.
And
Yeah.
And I just kind of like calm myself a bit and look back out into nothing and glance back down into stuff that I can see, like the cart. And my eyes kind of glance over Kellic's pack. And I kind of squint my eyes and for a moment almost get up, but shake my head and close my eyes and think of that room. Please, like, I don't want these. What do I need to do to have them removed?
And you don't feel yourself taken to that place.
Okay.
Although you do hear a voice creeping into the back of your head. Your want matters not. As you can feel your forehead singe, and the horns grow about another inch longer.
Ah!
Damn it. I'll open my eyes.
And take, give and take.
I'll just kind of like look off. I'll look to Stacy, and they have horns.
They have
right?
horns, yeah.
Yeah, Stacy's
Just
got
like
massive
Antler.
horns. Yeah.
I'll just kind of like, I'll saddle up closer to where Stacy's trotting along, and I'll look at them and just kind of, how do you, it's new to me, so, so you used to it? Like,
Stacy's eyes are kind of going in two different directions.
hello? And I'll just reach out and like, never mind. And I'll just pet Stacy's bum. Because it's probably all I can reach. And I'll look to my hat, and I'll take my hat and I'll attempt to put it back on and cover my horns. Maybe I just need to keep it on longer and I'll get used to it. And I'll kind of look around and just kind of like see if I notice anything. I mean, again, I don't have, I guess would I think that if I produced a little bit of light, would that wake everyone up, or would I be able to do it so I could see better, so I can do my watch?
You feel like with the spells that you know, it's you're sort of at this point still in an open field area. You do have the forest coming up on your left. You've got the ocean to your right, but it is a pretty wide open area, and you know your light spells. It probably wouldn't reach far enough for you to actually see anything substantial.
Okay. For my watch, what I'll do is I'll kind of like, how fast are we going? We're going walking pace, right?
Faster than walking pace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll stay in the cart then, and I'll just kind of like scan and just see what I can see.
All right, make a perception check.
Sure. 23.
23, okay. Looking around, at the beginning of your watch, all you can really see is just sort of the shapes of things. And then later on, as you look out towards the coast, you look out and you can at this point see the ocean, and you look out just beyond the ocean and you can see sort of an island rise up out of the water. And you do know that there is an island, Tri-Point Island. You can see on your map that there's Tri-Point Island out there, and you can just barely sort of see where the horizon is completely flat, but you can just sort of see this little crest come up over the horizon. You look to the south, you can see the forest, and you sort of get a little shiver seeing another dark, shadowy forest. But then just off in front of you, to the west, you can see a little glow, a little orange glow. And as you get closer and closer, you start to see the town of Sunploom. So as you're approaching the town, you're probably maybe 20, at the most 30 minutes away. Are you going to go in like this? Or are you going to wake up the party? What are you going to do?
Do I feel like everyone's gotten enough sleep? I think that's the main concern.
You feel like at this point, everyone's probably gotten enough rest to last them the day.
Yeah, then I'll kind of situate my stuff, pack up, make sure my hat's comfortable as it can be on my head. I'll kind of like move my head around. This is going to be annoying. And I'll look to Thessaly, and I'll kind of just go up and kind of give her like a light little push on the shoulder. Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there.
All right, I'm up. I'm up. I'm good.
Could you wake up Olma and Kellic? I'll get Seeker.
Sure.
And I'll go to Seeker and I'll push his shoulder and kind of, come on, Seeker. Up, get up.
I will go tap Olma 3 times on the forehead.
No, again?
It's time to wake up,
No, I just
Olma.
woke up.
Time to wake up.
I just woke up.
You didn't. It's been like a whole 4 hours or something.
The sun's not up yet.
Well, the sun, you'd be asleep for days, and I think Sunploom's close. Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can just sleep until the sun comes up.
Oh, I don't think that's an option. I'm gonna go wake
We've
up
been going
Kellic.
so far for so long.
I don't disagree with you, Olma, but I think something really important is in Sunploom for you, so you should probably be awake to see or witness whatever that is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm very tired also. All right. I am going to go over to Kellic, clock that he looks very different, and I will just give him a little shake on the shoulder. Kellic,
Aye.
it's time to wake up.
Oh, so it is.
You look
I look hopefully.
you look good, and then I will go back and see if Seeker's awake. And I turn around very quickly.
Did
Can
I hear
tell? Can I tell if they meant it?
Thessaly, I'm gonna have you either make a persuasion or deception, depending on what it is, and you don't have to say it out loud.
Nice.
And then
Insight?
make an insight check.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Dropped it.
Why?
Russell, every time.
Just devastating.
Yeah, but anyway,
What was it?
It's a 17.
mine was a 19.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so regardless of what you were trying to roll or what your intentions actually were, what were you trying to get across?
I look relieved. And I probably looked away a little too quickly and probably didn't turn my face quick enough, so I just a little blush in my cheeks.
Okay. But to answer your question, yes, Seeker is awake.
All right.
I just enjoy that for a little
Did I hear
moment.
What's your passive perception?
Not great.
Super high.
25.
Yeah.
13.
13. No, you're still sort of waking up.
Mm.
No.
Fine.
I'm just gonna go sit next to Seeker.
Hi.
You awake?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're almost there. Flynn, that's why you woke us up, right? We're almost there?
Yeah, and I'll point to the direction of Sunploom. That's got to be it, right? I mean, I've never been here, but it's where the road's going.
Where do you think we should go first?
That's a good
Um,
question.
Maybe the graveyard?
The
Find a graveyard?
cemetery? Yeah. Or
Well, do we want to start there? Because that's an option for sure. But
It's
maybe
the
we
only
want to
one
ask
we really know.
living about things first.
Well, Xavier said to be careful.
mhm.
Right.
So maybe asking the dead because they tell no one.
Aye. Well, let's hope
Makes
it's a
more
mausoleum,
sense.
so there's a bit of cover.
If
I don't need cover.
if I can chime in, it might be easier to do it while everyone's still sleeping. But if we wait until later in the day, people might see us doing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what time it is because
Oh, that's a
really
good point.
hard to tell.
Well,
Is there
So is
any
there a
way
lot
that
of
we
movement?
can?
Is there a lot of movement in the city? Yeah, is there movement in the city?
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
look?
yeah.
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 I am gonna have whoever wants to. I'm gonna have you make a survival check because all of your internal clocks have been weird
Totally
and
bonkers.
completely thrown off.
Critical fail.
Mm.
I'll make one.
Do you want us all to roll, or
Whoever wants to.
Okay, I'll roll.
I mean, we did like sleep in the middle of the day 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's just
so I mean,
weird.
yeah, we're
we have
all
no-
kerfuffled.
So it could be the middle of the night, actually, which would be great in our case.
23 for me.
I got a 19.
Nice.
16.
Or 12.
Well, okay. Flynn and Thessaly, you would know that with the amount of time that you slept
Mhm.
and all of that and the time that it got sort of messed up, it's probably just cresting maybe 8:30, 9 p.m.
Oh. You know, now that I'm looking around, I don't really see a lot of like wildlife kind of jumping around. There's not really birds. And I mean, I'm thinking that might mean it's close to night. So I guess we slept through the day.
I hate doing that. Now it's going to be all jumbled and...
Yeah.
But maybe it means we'll actually see the sunrise.
I don't think... How many more days do we have of the long leave?
I would say 2.
2.
Um,
So,
yeah.
2.
So one
Well,
more sleep.
one
maybe?
more sleep for us. Because this day,
Assuming
when the
we
day
get
is-
sleep, it's not really our specialty.
No.
speak for yourself. I'm great at sleeping.
Fair enough. Well, if it is nighttime already, then maybe we should just start in the cemetery. No one will... Most people, I imagine,
Or maybe that
wouldn't be
means that we
there.
have time to do other things, to wait until it's
Or
really,
I-
really late.
Maybe we
But-
should get some food before places close. Maybe dinner, and then we could go to the cemetery.
Okay.
Right.
Certainly.
Later would be better.
We
Probably.
could hear things. Maybe
Yeah.
scope out listening.
We could eavesdrop, and I look meaningfully at Seeker, to pick up information.
I know what it means. Yes. It's okay, Tess. Yes, we could do that. And nighttime could be good for, did the magic guy, when he got arrested, was he looking for records or something?
I think so.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what he implied, at least. That he was investigating on his heritage. And
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Right.
Do we know where they keep these records?
Not even a little bit.
And it seems that Xavier found what there was to be found. If I understand correctly.
Record-wise, yeah.
So we think the cemeteries
But-
are only.
Yeah, we need primary sources. We need
Yeah.
to talk to people who know things.
I think it's just a matter of scouting out people who won't go tell guards or maybe pass it on to people.
A dead body.
If possible, certainly.
Gaelic can do that, yeah?
Yeah.
I
Yep, you
watched
can.
him.
It's kind of
Yes,
weird.
you did.
A little weird.
I didn't get to see it.
It's
So
a bit weird.
I'm a little excited.
It's fascinating, I'd say that.
So, food until people go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then...
And maybe we can get the lay of the land.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what would you like us to call you while we're in there?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't think about that. Did we need one? Do they
Well,
know what my
you need
name
one
is?
now.
You might
Right, we don't
be-
know. You don't know where you got your name, right? It wasn't the monastery that gave it to you.
Yeah.
some people might know about you.
Oh, boy. But I like my name.
It's true.
Could, pick any
we
name
just
you
call
like.
You O.
No.
No?
Just O?
That's actually not bad.
It's going to be easiest for remember, and it doesn't give away her name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Very simple.
What do you think?
Oh.
Well, don't say it like that.
You could say it anyway. I guess.
Yeah, it's easy
But
to
it'll be your
say.
name.
You can say it different ways. Alma, it's pretty. It's pretty cool. See, we're already doing it. We should just
No,
take it.
I don't like it.
Well, what do you want to be called?
March.
March.
March. All right, we'll call you March.
Okay.
Good. It's a good name.
Okay, March. That's a good name.
Yeah. It's a great name.
Do you think I should pronounce it a bit March or something?
No. Smart.
Right. March.
All right, March. What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat?
I don't know. I've never been here before.
Well, we can ask around.
let's
As
look.
long as we're not giving up our reason for being here.
Cranky
I
when you
can
wake
just
up.
see.
You're cranky all the time.
That's not true.
It is so true.
You just make me cranky.
I do not make you cranky. You just
do
live.
it right now.
You just live cranky.
All right, let's settle down. We've all had a long day into the evening. I'm going to start looking for food.
Yes, as we have. Yeah.
All right.
As we're approaching.
As you are approaching Sunploom, this main dirt road starts to become flanked by these two wooden fences. These little sort of haphazardly put together wooden fences, just barely sort of marking the territory into Sunploom. And as you get into Sunploom, you see just this smattering of small little houses and cottages. You see a small stream that goes right through the center of Sunploom that comes out of the raging woods, presumably from the Raging Peaks, that mountain that's in the middle of the woods. A little stream that comes out of the woods through the town and into the ocean. You can see a couple of water mills set up along this stream. And you can see all of these little thatch roofs that almost come down all the way to the ground, completely covered in snow. And you can just see like a little orange glow coming from the inside of some of these houses and inns and things like that. And as you approach more and more, you start to see some of them going out, some of the lights going out, presumably people going in for the night. But a couple of them do stay open as you approach. You all are looking for
an inn.
Inn?
Yeah, or a
Or a
eatery of
tavern.
some kind. Yeah.
Okay. As you are sort of going through town, you look back and forth, and as you're going through town, a couple of the lights go out, but the ones that stay on, you're kind of looking back and forth. But eventually, you do see one that has the word "inn" over it. That the lights remain on.
Does it seem like there's a place to put Stacy in the cart? Or do we
Right
need that?
next to it, there does seem to be a stable, not occupied at all.
Awesome. That'll work, right? And I'll kind of like
Good.
I'll kind of hop out and help guide Stacy into that stable, I guess. So the cart and Stacy kind of sit and fit there, and I'll kind of tie them up and kind of get them situated. I don't know how you do it. We're here, I think.
Marge. I poke Olma in the shoulder.
Right. Yes.
Let's go get some food.
I'm hungry.
Yes.
March is hungry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's you.
I lean over to Zigger. Yeah, would have been easier.
Nah.
Leave it, Flynn.
Let's get food.
All right, you walk into this inn, and immediately the warmth inside hits you, and you realize how cold it's been outside, just in contrast to the warmth inside here. The entire inn is this sort of open layout. It's only one story. It is completely open on this singular ground floor. You see this massive living room with couches and a fire pit, a central fire pit right in the middle. And you see a desk off to the left. And as you walk in, a little bell chimes up at the door that you open, and you can see behind the desk, you can see a dwarven woman with her back towards you.
Dear,
Yes.
what is the name of this inn?
This inn's name is the Wandering Willow.
That's cool.
And this dwarf has her back towards you, and you can see that there is this shelf with a bunch of different books on it. They don't look like records books. It almost looks like a section of a library. And she's sort of moving some books around, and without even turning around, she says, "Welcome to the Wandering Willow. I'll be with you in just a moment. How many rooms is that going to be?"
How many people fit in a room?
Good question.
Well, that depends on, and she turns around to look at you, and that depends on sizes. We have mostly rooms that accommodate dwarven folk, but we do have some larger rooms as well. With your lot, does everyone want a room?
Let's just. Would 3 rooms suffice?
I think
That's
I think three would be
fine.
good.
3 rooms would be okay.
1 to 3.
Yes. So we'll just do a deposit of 1 gold piece right now.
All right.
Would that be okay with is that a good price for everyone? Are we okay with that?
What do you normally charge?
It would normally be the 1.
I probably would do less than that. Probably like a silver.
Flynn.
I will hand
I
her a
put
gold.
Okay.
Yeah,
piece. Yeah.
Olma and I
That
race
sounds
each other
fair.
to put a
I'm kidding.
goal on it.
Me. Be more confident.
Does she seem like she recognizes us?
Oh,
Make an insight check.
Can I check that as well?
Yeah, you can make an insight check as well.
The 10.
10. No reason to believe that she would recognize you.
17.
17. As soon as she saw you all, there was a little bit of a jumpiness. You can't tell if there's like recognition, but there is definitely a little bit of nervousness. And as she gets the book out from behind the counter with all of the rooms in it and opens it up, you can see her hands are shaking a little bit. So that's going to be rooms. I'll put you all right next to each other. That's going to be rooms 7, 8, and 9. They're going to be just down the hall to your right.
Is there a kitchen? Is there? We're a bit famished from our travels. Is there a place we can eat down here somewhere?
Of course, I can bring you all something. What would you like? I don't know. We would have exactly everything that you would want, but I'm sure I can get you anything.
Soup is a common.
Soup. I can definitely do soup.
What do you already have on the menu, dear?
We have a variety of fishes that we just catch just out at the ocean. We have a fantastic fish supplier. So if you all have a taste for fish, we also grow our own vegetables. Anything I can make some soup for you. Does any of that sound appetizing?
That
Fish and
That should
vegetables
do
is
nice.
great.
That works.
the vegetables
Yeah.
are nice.
That sounds good.
All fine.
Okay. Here are the keys to your rooms, and I will get that started right away.
I'll pull out a gold piece and just put it on the table. I'm sorry. Here you go.
Oh no!
that's
Please, that's no. That's not
deposit,
necessary.
or we
That's
don't-
not necessary. It's just the one.
Oh, did you?
I did. I paid it.
Oh, okay. And I'll just leave it there.
Can I tell? She's like being frantic. Can I tell she, looking at any one of us in particular, like, is there a source to her anxiety, or is it just how she is?
I'm gonna have you make an insight check.
Okay.
What's going on?
And I believe Kellic has the highest passive perception.
I
That's
do,
a natural
probably.
20.
Nice.
Whoa. 20,
Yeah,
nice.
I have
Keep
19
those
passes.
dice.
19 passive perception. Kellic, you are sort of just taking in the wandering willow, looking around, and you look out the front window, and you see a humanoid figure standing there, looking directly in at you. And as soon
At
as
me?
at the whole group,
Okay.
and as soon as your eyes sort of pass over them, they dip out of the window.
Any idea what their humanoid shape?
Humanoid shape. You can just see the silhouette because you all are in this lit room and you're looking out into the darkness. So you can just see this silhouette. Desley, that was
A natural 20
a natural
for 25.
20. Or 25. There just seems to be a general sense of nervousness. However, her eyes glance over Thessaly and Seeker very quickly. But her eyes start to dart even more between Flynn, Kellic, and Olma. That's where the source of nervousness seems to come in.
This is in Addersfeld, right? Or not in Addersfeld, but in Ondale.
No, this
No,
is Caldor.
We're in Caldor.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just take that in, and I kind of like lean a little closer and go, we'll be happy to take our rooms, and do you want us to eat here, or is...
I'll take the food to you.
All right, that's
You all can eat in
fine.
your rooms and relax.
Is everything all right? You seem a bit tense.
Oh no, it's just the end of the day, and I'm looking to get some rest myself.
Hey, well, don't overwork yourself preparing our food. We're easy to please.
Oh, of course, I will make it the best that I can, and hopefully will be good for all of you.
How, if you don't mind me asking, how are things in Sunploom? We've just arrived. Seems like, military's pretty active around here.
Not as much here in Sunploom. We get some soldiers passing through on their way to Tinderfell,
Right.
but here it's generally pretty peaceful.
Good, so you're not under siege of any kind.
No.
Right. Wouldn't have guessed that. Take care of yourself, sir.
Okay. Like I said, room 7, 8, 9, right
Right.
down the hallway.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll start heading that way.
All right.
Seeker, you're weird.
Yes.
I think maybe we might not want to actually go to our room as we're going up the
Yeah.
stairs. I think maybe we should put ourselves elsewhere, not in the rooms that she publicly announced to whoever might have been listening down there.
Why?
You think
What?
Just out of the corner of my eye, someone was looking at us from the window.
You saw someone.
Maybe it was just imagination, but they were looking directly at us.
I mean, was anyone else in the tavern while we were there?
No, it seemed pretty empty.
Well, we're the only ones there, so I mean...
Is there like a newspaper anywhere or like magazines or any kind of like bulletins that we can see in the tavern or in the inn part?
Looking around, it seems to be like a very, almost like meticulously tidy place. The only real literature that you see were in those books behind that front desk.
When we made our way here, did we pass like a town square of anything? Of any kind?
The town square would actually be further into Sunploom. You've gone about a quarter of the way into Sunploom before you got to this inn.
I don't know, maybe we should look around a little bit and... I'm just nervous. I don't like the way she was looking at us.
Yeah, she's acting weird.
Maybe you should put your cloak on the... if you can.
What about you two?
I did.
And everyone else?
Well, I noticed she seemed to be looking at the three of you in particular.
Me?
Yes. Yes, you, Flynn.
Why?
You, Kellic, and you, Marge. I don't know why.
Well, I mean...
Have you come through here before?
Well, they're not.
No, I've done a lot in London. Never here. In fact, I think last time anybody recognized me, it was because of my arm, and I would think in Caldor it'd be not so bizarre.
A good thing, right?
Unless
man.
they saw my symbol.
Hmm.
Do you think it's possible that news of our adventures have gone out?
Yes, absolutely.
We did do a very public raid of the prison in
Right.
Oakenspire.
Oh!
I think it's very possible.
Oh!
Remember, I wrote to my friend in Westreach, and they had descriptions of you, so...
No,
Did?
you never told us that.
I did, yes. I got the letter back, and
Ah.
I was looking for you before I found you.
Oh.
You were known.
Known how?
Well, you're not the quietest
Yeah.
in and out of cities, and
Well, that
Oakenspire.
makes things
So-
complicated.
Officials from Oakenspire have your description, and they
we don't know
we
that.
don't know if they do, but someone does in a part of the world.
I mean, we were...
You were in a prison.
And the warden saw us. I blinded him, but only temporarily.
And then I banished him, so who knows what that was like for him.
Maybe he forgot it all.
Hmm.
But I suspect not.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're not gonna sleep, so
We don't plan on being here.
No, we don't.
chill in the
we
rooms
don't.
for a bit, and then we
Maybe,
can maybe sneak out.
I can put I could put something on the door that would let us know if someone tries to come in.
Yes, I think I
That's
have
wise.
something as well.
So maybe we should all stay in one room together,
Yeah.
That might be necessary.
Well,
just
what
as
do you
we
think?
wait it out.
7, 8, or 9.
When we get there, just do either of the rooms look bigger than the other?
Room 9 looks a little bit bigger.
I mean, I'll after peeking my head in. This one maybe better.
Is 7 the first one we come to? Like,
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Let's go farthest away from.
If I were going to start, I'd start at the first one. Yeah.
Right.
But if you don't mind, I'll go in 7 in a moment, and I will set up something on the door.
When I took a peek into 9, is there a window?
There is. And as soon as you brought your head back, you saw the silhouette of a figure through the window
Wait.
and dip away.
I'll look back at the window. I'll squint my eyes. Okay, I think I saw it too, Kellic.
Saw what?
The silhouette.
Boy, all right. And I will push the door open, and I'll go over to the window. And I will put my head out of the window.
Okay, you open up the window, you put your head out.
Yeah.
It is snowing, it is cold.
Can I see where they would have been standing? Or we're on the second floor, yeah?
There's just the first floor. There's no
Just first-
second floor.
okay.
And you look down, you see just barely an indentation into the snow.
Can I see where those indentations might have gone?
Make a
look around.
perception check. As the
Ooh.
snow is coming down, some of the tracks have been covered.
Perception?
Yes.
You see anything?
27.
A 27. Okay, you see that they dipped off to your right.
Okay, I will look. but I can't see anything when I look that way.
You cannot see anything.
Should we give pursuit, do you think, then?
Yeah.
I look back at everybody else.
Pursue.
If someone's watching us, I'd like to know who they are.
Maybe you shouldn't if they're looking for you, but I can go.
You are sneaky.
I'm
And
alright
you-
with that, yeah.
And you, and I look at Olma, can be unseen.
Make
Okay.
it quick. Go now.
Your food is ready.
Oh,
As the dwarven woman walks up, her hands are kind of shaking on the tray.
Yes, I'll take that, milady.
Thank you.
Are there any others that are going to be joining you here for the night?
Several, yes, actually. We've got a little meeting we're going to have here with some friends.
Okay.
And so, yes, I would
Should I-
expect...
Prepare 3 more rooms?
no, that's not necessary.
No, they won't be staying here, but I would expect them. If anybody comes in, don't be surprised.
Okay. Okay. Here's your food.
But
Right.
mind, dear, don't just tell anyone where we are willy-nilly. You can come ask us first if they come knocking on the door.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And
Good.
how much for the food?
On the house.
That seems
Okay.
unnecessary.
No. You seem like good patrons. We'll settle it in the morning. Have a great rest of your evening. And she walks down the hallway and turns the corner.
I just give a look to Thessaly.
I don't think we should eat that.
What in the hell is going on?
I almost don't. I agree with you, Olma.
But I'm really hungry.
It smells good, too.
I've got bread in my pack, Flynn. If you want some.
Probably old.
I don't think you
I mean,
should
it's
eat
hardtack, so
Unless
yes.
Hayfried's void.
Unless, Kellic, do you have any
Just
way of,
left.
like, testing it and...
Not that I have access to today, no.
I can't see that.
Well, we should pursue.
We should.
I mean, we've kind of been standing here for a minute. I guess they're probably gone by now.
Go
Maybe
now,
not.
go, I think.
Okay, let's
Time
go.
is of the essence,
Let's put
right?
the hood up.
I put my hood up, and
Ooh,
as we
cool.
start walking, I...
Seeker, why don't I let me hang on to that scroll if you need to write us? Or we've got the spell, though. Never mind. You can just tell us.
I've got the scroll.
Right.
I'll give it to you.
You can... Yeah, it wouldn't be bad to hold this.
I'll give you the
okay.
scroll.
You can hold this scroll.
But make sure you keep it out. 'cause-
I'll keep it out in case it goes gold.
And I will put my hood up and turn the ring that 86 gave me. And as we're walking, I will just shift my form into that of a very pale-skinned human with white hair and very nondescript face. But I'm going to keep my hood up, so when I walk out, I'm going to obscure my face from
Okay.
her.
Are you walking out the front door of the inn?
Is there another way out?
The window.
You
I'm
can
gonna
hop
go
out the window.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what?
hop out the
Let's
window.
go right
That's-
out.
Yeah,
that was
right.
just, I don't want to give you ideas,
I
but that's what I
love
was
it.
thinking.
I
Is
love
hopping
it.
out the window.
Love that.
Let's
Hopping
go
out the
right
window.
Hopping out the window.
Yeah.
You land and you notice that as you land, your feet sort of sink into the snow, and you notice that it is just like a little bit watery. Like it's not fully packed snow as the same as everything else, and you notice it's a little bit watery, but you do see just barely the tracks as you pursue and around the corner. As you round the corner, I'm gonna have both of you make either a survival or investigation check
Oh.
in order to track these footprints down.
Oh.
Nice
Yes.
rolls today, man.
Go.
Okay. It's all right.
It's okay.
10.
24.
I have not rolled above a 10. This.
Okay. Seeker, you immediately catch onto the trail, and you round the corner, and you sort of take Olma in hand as you both round the corner. And as you round the corner of this inn, this side of the inn goes for maybe about 40 feet, and you just see around the corner, darting away, you see the end of some sort of robes and like sort of a leg just running around. Are you continuing to pursue?
Yes. What color are the robes?
Make a perception check. It's tough to see because it's dark, it's
Mhm.
snowing.
12. Wait.
I can see well.
12.
12, tough to tell. And it's like, it's split second too.
Yeah.
You can just sort of see the outline. So you continue
Yes.
going across.
Mhm.
Yes.
You round the corner and you look and you don't see anybody. And just across the street, you see darting down an alleyway, the figure continuing on.
I drop Seeker's hand, and I'm gonna use a key point step of the wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can run very, very fast.
And as she does that, I was actually getting ready to cast Long Strider on myself.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
Okay, you cast Long Strider.
I'm gonna reach into my pouch on my belt and toss some sand at my feet, and it kind of disperses this purpley plasmatic energy. It covers my feet, and I just say, kind of quietly, "Hot."
Okay. You both speed up. You dash down this alleyway, and you see that this figure now is about halfway down the alleyway as you are catching up quick. And the figure turns around and matches your speed exactly, dashes down the alleyway, turns another corner. As you continue on, you turn that last corner. Silence. Nothing. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. Seeker, you look down, you don't see tracks anymore.
I want to backtrack a little and see where the tracks stopped.
Okay. You backtrack a little bit. I'm going to have you make a survival check again.
I look up where we
Can
are.
it be investigation?
Yeah, you can make an investigation check.
That's gonna be
A 12. Now that you've backtracked, you can't distinguish which are your tracks and which are the tracks of the person you are pursuing. Olma, you look up
Mhm.
and you can see just on the roof, right above you, a figure jump off and land directly in the middle of you and Seeker. Seth, would you please describe it?
Yeah. Sort of landing very softly from the roof. They kind of slow down as they fall and descend from the roof. You see pulling back the hood. First thing you notice is bright red hair, sort of kind of curling down to the shoulder length, half put up into what looks like a kind of a rough braided cord. You see blue robes that are sort of tightly fitted across the chest. Though there's really they're thin, and then going into just like sort of black trousers tucked into very well worn leather boots. You see across the belt is like a deep, beautiful azure, like blue colored belt of what looks like scales. Silver bracers on either hand, and then sticking out over the shoulder, a like really delicately, beautifully curved silvered hilt of a sword, also covered in like silver scales. You see like a youngish, human-looking male in his late 20s, probably, and the strong features, strong jaw, but the eyes immediately, there are no discernible irises. They are instead where there would normally be like a pupil and an iris. It's just like black with fissures of red running through the eyes. And he lands and looks at the two of you.
actually only me.
Can he see us?
Can't-
Yeah.
Unless you have some special thing.
I don't know.
Unless
She's
your
invisible.
Fissured up eyeballs.
You
can see shit.
would just be able to see Seeker, but you do know that Olma is there.
Interesting.
Ah.
If you catch my meaning.
Yes. So I will
Hold up.
turn to them, and I will just say, I'm not here to hurt anybody. To be honest, I didn't think you'd come to me. And then I'll turn and I'll look directly at wherever I see or know that the figure's there, and I'll just say, you can come out. I know you're there.
Could have fooled us with your skulking around outside windows. I don't pull my hood down.
my dagger's in my hand and it's raised.
Okay.
Why should I believe you? What do you want? Why are you following us?
That's a very long story. One that I'm all too happy to tell you. Maybe not in the middle of an alleyway in the cold.
Well, then why'd you have to run away?
I'm not used to getting seen. You're all obviously very talented. But I know we've left some friends of yours behind, and I'm sure they'd like to hear why I'm here as well.
You gonna kill us?
Are you evil?
Are you?
It's a really hard question. I
Olma,
once talked
Olma,
in my dream. I had a conversation.
No, that's not how he meant it.
As I'm hearing her talk, I'm like, do I know this is a kid?
Make an insight check
That's
for
so funny.
me.
That's so
First
funny.
roll. Oh gosh, first roll. All right.
Let's go.
Natural
Oh,
one.
Welcome. Excellent.
Yes. Way to kick it off. That's awesome.
You have less than no idea.
Okay. Cool.
Very good.
But as Seeker is daggers raised. No, I'm not. And if you're not, then you have nothing to fear from me.
I have no reason to take you back to my friends. What do you want?
You might have one reason, and I'll pull out the device. And you see this like large sort of brass, almost like a big coin, but there's a soft sort of depression in it. And in the depression is like black sand that looks to be like very, I would imagine, very actively shifting in a particular direction towards the person I probably can't see that's here. And I'll say,
What?
I was sent, and I'm looking for someone amongst your group.
And what do you want with them?
To help them, if I can. And
I like while he's saying this, I'm like shifting side to side to see if the sand like still follows me.
It sort of every time you're still, it stays the same. And then as you move, it almost looks like this magnetized sand as it's moving around. And as you move, it moves, but in this weird, indiscernible way. But every time you stop moving, it stops.
My name is Brim, Brother Brim, and I come from the Oaken Gate Monastery.
Oh.
I was sent. Something happened a few days ago, and I've been sent to investigate. That's all I can tell you. Out here.
How many weapons do you have?
Yeah.
I pull out the sword, or I'll just reach up and touch it. This one. And these, and he'll start just like patting his body, like his legs, his knees, his fists. I don't need a weapon to do what I do, but you have nothing to fear from me.
Can I hold the sword?
Ooh. Go right for it.
Yeah.
I have no reason to believe you.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'll look very carefully at Seeker, and then the eyes kind of squint a little bit, and then I will pull out the sword, and when it comes out, it's gleaming bright, and there's kind of steam starts to roil off of it.
Ooh.
And I will flip it over and hand it to you hilt first. Consider this the first reason.
Does the sword have any? Do I have any recognition of the sword?
You wouldn't have any recognition of this particular sword. No.
Okay, not even through books or anything. Not even like legend or.
This is so spicy.
What is happening? I like
Monastery.
it. Sledge?
Learning a lot.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Okay,
For reasons that I'm not going to divulge.
I will.
fair enough.
Valid.
That's your prerogative.
I will.
It's wrong, but it's your prerogative.
She knows it's wrong, but you can do it. I will let go of the dagger, and as it's falling, it's going to just get caught in midair.
Nice.
From my mage hand, and I will reach out and grab the sword and kind of just weigh it, look it over a little, say, okay, this will do for now. A moment, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will
And
back away a respectable distance.
Just I'll bend down.
I'll walk towards him.
What do you think?
I mean, are the robes similar to robes that are from the Oaken Gate Monastery?
The exact ones, yeah.
I mean, he does look like it. Have I heard his name at all? Like, do I recognize the name? Brim?
Make a history check for me.
Finally. Yeah. That is a 21.
21.
Nice.
Just in passing,
Okay.
nothing too
He was not
in
there when
depth.
I was there.
You did hear the name floated around, but there was never a personal introduction.
Okay. I mean, heard the name before. So either he's stolen someone's identity and their clothes, or it's him.
Okay.
The Oaken Gate Monastery, they're not really there to hurt people.
And
So there's no real reason that they would want to hurt us.
I look at the sword, and then you learned what you can do with your hands there, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be careful.
Yeah, but there's like 5 of us. And there's only one of him.
He seems capable.
But so are we.
Okay. We'll still be careful.
Well, yeah.
I'll stand
Do you
up.
want to let
Yeah.
Alec know we're coming back with him so they can be prepared?
That's a good idea. So I'll stand up, nod to Brim. All right, let's go back. And when we get into what I would feel is range, I will send a message.
Okay.
I have closed the door of the room that we're in and like put a chair up against the handle of it and just
Sure.
try to make sure that we are
Yeah, I'm
relatively
just kinda, like
secure.
sitting by the window, kind of like
Yeah.
listening.
Braced for
Mhm.
something.
Like almost ready to fight. I'm just kinda,
Yeah.
like waiting.
Okay.
So as we're walking, I kind of want to stand like to your. I'll stand side by side with you,
Okay.
and I need 1 moment. I'll reach my left hand up and rub the copper wire on my left ear, the earring, and this. We have a new person coming. Don't be surprised.
I'm not surprised. That was kind of the point. Prepare for combat or for talking?
We'll rub it again.
Did you get it? Did he? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'll let
hold
you-
on.
Okay.
I'll rub it again.
What do you say?
Still unknown. Seems they want us to think they are friendly, at least.
Oh,
This is loud. Like you can hear me say
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Like,
He's just listening.
all right. So Seeker's coming back with. I look around. March, and add a maybe friend, a maybe friend, a maybe person to be wary of.
This person that was stacking us
Mhm.
is a friend.
Apparently, this person has possibly friendly intentions. They want us to think they're a friend. That's what Seeker said. I'm not sure.
That's all that I would
I'm
like
not
to
going
know.
to take my swords out yet, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And Flynn, you shouldn't either.
Okay, and I will put my sword back down.
Fair enough.
Ooh.
Did he say if they're going to come through the door or the window?
Oh, that would have... See, this is why he should message you, because I frequently forget how his
No,
spells
I'm sure.
work.
We're
You-
coming
you
in through
did
the window
fine.
now.
I'm sure you did find it.
Hey, oh,
Hey, Seeger.
Oh.
I should have asked if you were coming in through... Hi, hello. Who's this?
Whoa.
this is Brother Brim of the monastery.
If you said Iron Knight Collective, I was going to lose my mind.
No, and I put down my hoodie. He's from Oakengate.
Oh, is that good?
Oh.
Unclear.
I'm right here.
We know.
Okay.
What's up with your eyes?
Flynn, follow
We don't
me.
just go
Sorry,
right
but
out
look
and
at
ask.
it.
You don't just.
Flynn. Flynn.
Yeah.
Brim.
Okay.
Oh, introductions.
I'm gonna
See,
start
I
looking
don't-
around the room.
Well, I guess.
Oh, and I'll hold
Yes.
my hand out. Hi, I'm Flynn, Fellow Eve, and I'm
Yeah.
I'm Flynn.
Flynn. Never mind. I just clocked that was a little, or I will clock that was a little weird. Shake the hand.
And after that happens,
His grip is very warm. You notice his grip is very warm.
I will hold up the sword. This is Brim's.
Whoa.
And then I look at Brim. If he tries to give you a sword, don't take it.
I'm not gonna give him my sword. I don't know him,
Just
You-
saying.
and he might hurt us. Why would I give him my sword, Seeker?
I mean, you can take it back whenever you want to, so I don't feel like that's. Anyway.
Flynn.
Mm.
I'm Kellic.
Kellic.
Kellic Grey.
And I'll go over and shake your hand.
I'll tentatively shake Brim's hand. It is a curious thing, your eyes.
They, I got him from my mom.
Right. That's where Flynn got his hat.
Well, that's
What?
lovely.
Don't mention the hat, okay?
I'm just saying, everyone inherits weird traits, right, Flynn?
Yeah. There's nothing under it.
This is Thess.
Do I get a sense of a tension going on?
I
I don't think you have to make an insight.
Clear tension. Cool.
I really only prefer people I know to call me Thess. You can call me Thessaly.
Oh, sorry.
It's
This
all
is
right,
Thessaly.
dear. That's all right.
Thessaly.
Thessaly, yes, lovely to meet you.
I will drop the form
Mhm.
and walk over.
Oh, right. You've
I
looked
forgot
totally
about the
different this
form.
whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I'll drop that and reach out my hand. I switch the sword into my offhand, my left hand, and reach out my hand and narrow my eyes.
Mhm.
Sika.
Brim. And then I'll look to the final person who drops the hood. Do I recognize her?
Oh,
You do.
what?
Yeah.
What?
do.
What?
So
Excuse me?
my eyes narrow and Novice Marsk.
Just Olma.
Well, this just got much more interesting than I thought it might be.
And why is that? And I'm gonna kind of like step a little
No,
closer to
I-
Olma,
too.
feeling
I will-
protective.
Yeah.
Step in front, adjacent to Thessaly.
Can I hold a spell?
Yeah, absolutely. What
Spicy.
spell are you holding?
Oh, we got the spice.
Command.
Okay.
Because I still have my ring on.
Okay.
All right.
Sensing the protect, like as people start to step in,
Mhm.
I will very just slowly back up a little bit. I come from Oakengate, the monastery.
Mm.
I remember Olma from her time there. I just didn't think to find her here.
But you were looking?
Not for her, not recently, although for some time after you left, yes.
Why?
We should sit down.
I don't see why that's necessary.
We have
Hey,
some.
we stay standing.
We have some dubious soup if you'd like to take
How
that.
much room is there in this room now that
Dubious
all of us are
soup?
in one?
Yeah, we're all
It's a
crammed in
large
here.
room, but how long?
At this point, it would not everyone would be able to sit.
Right.
It's kind of comfortable standing.
We can go out to the main area, but I feel like this should probably be private.
Privacy
this
is
should be-
better.
I'll stand.
I was given to understand that Olma was expelled somehow from the monastery. Why would you be looking for her after she left?
Brother Danewood made it very clear that I was no longer welcome.
Things have changed at the monastery since you left, Olma. Things changed right after you left.
What do you mean?
Brother Danewood was following the express orders of Abbot Kane, who is no longer the headmaster at Oakengate, and hasn't been since shortly after you left.
What?
When you left, the decision that was made wasn't brought to the other members of the monastery. Your banishment wasn't supposed to happen. It shouldn't have happened.
What do you mean?
Olma, what do you remember about your time at the monastery?
Well, I remember training.
Yeah.
I remember trying to harness key. I remember people told me I was pretty good.
I heard that.
But once I wasn't with the other kids, it got harder. And I had to push harder for my key because everyone was so much older than me and they were so much more experienced. And then that last day, well, it was just supposed to be a sparring match, and well, I've seen what happens sometimes, and I can't control it, and I didn't have any control, and then my partner died. And Brother Damon said that what was inside me wasn't what they had there, and that I had to go. Because I didn't belong there anymore.
It shouldn't have happened, Olma.
Yes, it should have. I obviously wasn't meant to be there. I hurt somebody, killed somebody.
I'll reach my hand down to Olma and offer for her to sort of squeeze it if she'll take it.
I don't take it.
Olma, what happened was... it was terrible. But it was an accident. And that was a failing of your teachers, as much as it was of yours.
I'm dangerous. I put everyone at risk.
You should have never been left out the way that you were. And there were those of us at the monastery who disagreed with the decision. Not long after you left, there was a change of order at the monastery. And it did not go gently. Abbot Kane left. They're not there anymore. And after you left, there were those of us who wanted to find you, to bring you back. But you were in the wind, couldn't find you.
So what's it like now? I don't understand.
It's the way it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's better. Welcoming. The way it used to be a long time ago. Before Abbot Kane was in charge. Before they started making us harsher, more aggressive, more direct in our interventions into the world. It's under her guidance, the temple that I came to when I was also very young, changed. She brought something terrible there, something that shouldn't have ever been. But it's different now.
Okay.
But you obviously have found new friends and and have done well?
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't need the monastery.
Right. The reason I'm here... Well, a few days ago, Olma, there was a lot about the monastery that you didn't know. Our directive, the monks, the Order of the Ever-Seeing, it is a secret order within the Oaken Gate, one tasked to watch over the world and ensure that powerful magic isn't used for the wrong purposes. A few days ago, something happened. A signature, something sparked, something we could see.
Oh, like how many days ago?
We could even track them.
Says 2 days ago?
About.
Oh, okay, then it's not what I was thinking then.
But the magical signature that I've been following has been jumping all over the place. A few days ago, when the signature first appeared, it appeared in the basin, and then very quickly moved to Marstock, and then Tenderfell, and for the last little while has been slowly making its way to Sunploom.
What kind of magical signature? When I look for magic, I can usually tell what kind. Is it of that variety, or how are you tracking it?
With this, and I'll pull out a device that you see is like shaped like a very large coin, symbols all around it, very clearly arcane in nature, and then a big depression in the middle with black sand, and it kind of shifts and roils. The patterns are hard to discern, but with this, it can be keyed to the magical signature that we're looking for. And in this case, we're not even really sure.
Well, what's the origin? Where did it come up for you?
I'll just slowly turn to Olma.
And that is where we're going to end this episode. We are going to call it right there. Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Hey nerds, Rebecca here. If you're enjoying Venture Forth, please like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you're using, and make sure to tell your friends. If you're interested in going the extra mile, please check out our Patreon link in our description to support the show and get access to exclusive bonus content. Bye nerds!